Morning, everybody. Tuesday, November 15th. About 20 degrees here in upstate New York. We're out rifle hunting for deer again. It's still buck season. If the camera's a little shaky, I'm sorry. I'm freezing. I'm shivering. It's about 22 degrees out here. About 7 something in the morning. I'm in a state land spot just off of some county land here, Saratoga County. Got plenty of does that walk through this area. I've heard them come through a couple times. Seen one about a week ago. Hoping I'll catch a cruising buck coming through. So we'll see what happens. Well, everybody, it's about 8:45, about 24 degrees out here. Luck finally paid off. I had a nice buck come in about 60 yards away. I saw just a back end of a deer walk behind a tree, so I got my grunt call out. Grunted and snort wheezed at him and everything. He finally turned around about 5 minutes later, came back out of there, came more to challenge me or whatever for my calls. I got to about 40 yards, I shot and I think I hit a tree or missed. Made him jump and he came about 10 yards closer. I'm shaking because I'm so cold. A head popped out from behind the tree, took a few steps, shot him right in the boiler room, right in the chest. Came right towards me, dropped again, or stopped again, about 10 yards away. Didn't want to risk having him run off onto private, so I shot him again, dropped him. You can see, right there he is. He dropped about 10 yards away from me. I'll do a short video real quick, show you where I am in my tree, where he stopped, where I shot him, and where he dropped. So luck finally paid off. So like I said, sorry, I'm shaking, I'm shivering, I'm so cold. So here's my tree. I saw him way over there, walking this way. Walked out there. I grunted at him, he turned around, came back, came right in towards me. He stopped right here. I shot and missed. He jumped over here behind these trees. Stepped out, got a good shot on him. He ran right at me. Came right over this way, stopped right there at that blood pile at 10 yards. Shot him again to drop him. There he is. Nice sized buck. Haven't had the chance to count the points or anything yet, but I'll do that once I get down. Well guys, I just got climbed down and all packed up. Little backstory on this deer in this area. My wife and kids and I first scouted this area back in August. Came across a bunch of doe tracks and stuff. You can see there's some thick pine bedding behind me. The trails we found in this area, which is right on the other side of that, probably about 200 yards away. End of August, early September, set up a trail camera, found a bunch of does and fawns on it. Scouted it again just before the hunting season and found a couple old historic tree rubs where he's been rubbing his antlers and stuff. And one real fresh one. Set up the trail camera on that and let it sit for a few weeks. Never caught him at all. Moved the camera around a couple times where he's been doing scrapes and stuff on the ground. Still never caught him on camera. So I had no idea what size he was. Came to this other side of the bedding between the pine bedding and the private field over here about a week ago, and all I heard in here was just a herd of does. So I figured nice, crisp, really cold. God, I'm still shaking, I'm so cold, I'm shivering. So I figured on a really crisp, cold morning, maybe they'd be up and moving, maybe they'd be out, you know, chasing does or whatever, because we are prime in the rut right now. But luck finally shined on me this morning. I passed up about probably a dozen does in the last week that have been right under my tree, underneath me, all easy shots. But I was determined to get a nice buck this year, or a decent buck for me. Largest I've gotten so far is only a 7-point in the last few years. It's big tine bucks are really hard to find on public land here in upstate New York near the capital of Albany. There's just so many hunters and there's so much pressure. It's crazy. It's hard to even find 4 points or spikes anymore. You know, the the bucks get taken out awful quick up here. So we'll go ahead and walk over to him real quick, put our hands on him, and count how many points he is. Then I'll go ahead and pack all my stuff back out to the Jeep and wait for the wife to show up. Called her. She's gonna come out and help cart him out and drag him out. She always enjoys doing it. So we'll go walk over here real quick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count how many 7 steps it is. "17 steps from my tree to the deer." That is a big bodied deer. He is literally right here at my feet. Let's get our hands on him. Oh, he's been rubbing. Turn the camera on and we'll do another video for you. You can see right here. Look at all the bark on his antlers. He's been rubbing really well. Let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a little nub. Well, still haven't beat my 7. Just another, we'll call that 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe. And a tiny little nubber. See this little nub guy right there? I wouldn't even call it a point, so we'll call him a 6. But man, big body deer. You can see right here. Right there's the county land field. Private land field. Came from over there. Right there's my tree. Right inside there's that pine bedding for the does. But he is rutting bad. He's got a nice big neck on him. Nice wide points. So go pack up our stuff and walk on out of here. Back out in the woods trying to find the deer. Here's me and my wonderful wife came out to help me. We'll turn the camera around and do a quick little video of following the blood trail up to the deer, about 40-yard track. So here's our wonderful blood trail. You can see it starts on the little bushes right here. There's some on the leaf, nice big lung blood. We'll follow this deer along the trail here. A few drops going along the way. There's one right here on that leaf. They're definitely pouring right out of them. See, he got some on the log when he jumped up and over. Still going. Really coming out now. You can see right here, big old pile of blood. He stopped right about, I don't know, 15 yards away from my tree. Took another step, shot him again, and there he fell over. This is the first shot that I got him on, right here in the shoulder. Nice big deer. Smile. Well guys, quick little video for you. Finally back to the Jeep with the buck. Wife came out to help me drag it out. It was about a 560 some yard drag to get him out of there. Wife helped me bring him out. He's all strapped down on the jet sled on the rack in the back of the Jeep. And take a minute and cool down, stop sweating, enjoy a cigarette. And then take him on home, and then the real work begins of hanging him up and gutting, skinning, all that fun stuff. So we'll maybe make a video of all that going on and we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, guys. Well guys, just got home with the deer. I'll make a quick little video for you showing you how we strap it down and all that fun stuff to get it out of the woods and dragging them out. How I get them strapped onto my Jeep and stuff so we don't get any of that blood and mess and stink of a deer and everything on inside of the vehicle or inside the bed of the truck or any of that kind of stuff. So I'll sit home. Next video will be me showing you the process of how I get them here. I'm gonna spare you the gore and blood part of cleaning them out and stuff, but I'll do another small little video showing you guys how we get them hung up the tree and opened up and everything so we can start cooling down. But now that I'm home, I'm gonna take a quick little break, catch my breath again, try and cool down before the real work begins. So we'll see you on the next one. Short little video showing you guys what we do is we got a little luggage rack that'll hold 300 pounds here on the back of my Jeep. We'll strap the deer right down to the jet sled after we get them wheeled out and stuff, and then we'll take the straps and strap that right onto the luggage rack to bring them all the way home. So that'll give you an idea. It sits a little low, but supports it and brings it home. Alright everybody, as promised, I'm making a quick video just to show you how we get the deer up in the tree. So you can see right here on the front of my Jeep, I got a little 2,500 pound winch that I use. We'll bring the cable right on up through the pulley up to the top. Winch them up, use the rope, tie them off to hold them. Get them hung up here, we'll use the hose, clean them out the inside, put a stick in, get it nice and aired out, let it start cooling down. Then just take the winch off, retract it, put it away. Simple process. We'll leave them up here for probably a day or two in the cool temperatures so it'll start breaking down, and then we'll cut them up, get them in the freezer.